All right, Aries, you suck. You're the first zodiac sign, and I love you, but you suck because I literally got through that entire reading and was about to stop the video, and my phone died, and it didn't save, and didn't fucking... Yeah. So, anyway, we're going to completely redo your reading. Anyway, hey, I'm Dan. Welcome to Grizzly Tarot. New to doing tarot reads for other people. Typically, I've been doing tarot for like 3 years now. For myself, here and there with friends, and I just started doing more and more with friends and family, and everyone's like, dude, you gotta start like a channel for this shit. I've been following fucking tarot readers for years now and watching them blow up on YouTube, so I'm like, you know what, why don't I try that? Why don't I do something like that? I love doing fucking tarot. But I will say, I don't know everything. I'm not a fucking genius at this. I'm not a master. I'm learning every day. So if it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Take what it is. Take it for what it is. Take it with a grain of salt. And disclaimer right now, if I say your advice is to, you know, fuck this bitch, blah, 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 or something like that, don't go fucking doing some shit and be like, hey, the guy on YouTube told me to do it. No, don't do that. Don't get me in trouble. That's a fucking disclaimer right now before I, like, even get into this. Anyway, can't hold it against me if you do something outlandish. And remember, this is all for entertainment purposes. Hopefully it resonates and is happy. Aries, we're going to do 10 card Celtic Cross for whatever's going on in your life right now. It's not focused on anything specific. So if it resonates, love, career, life in general, some family situation, take it how it resonates. Okay, 10 card Celtic Cross, Aries. Oof, what is that? Garbage shuffle. Oh, I'm so mad about that though. I was so ready. So ready. I was like, I was clarifying one card for you, and all of a sudden, the phone just died. Bullshit. Alright, 2 more shuffles. By the way, I know the room is pink. This is my mom's old office. I'm gonna make it my office eventually. So, it'll be blue one day. Don't make fun of the pink. Ooh, you got toxicity right off the get. But you're not fighting for it anymore. You're giving up the fight. You don't care. You're like, fuck this. I'm done. I'm dropping it. Because you got devil as your current situation. Whatever the situation is. Again, take it how it resonates. Whether it's love, life, career, family matters. Some type of toxic situation that you're currently in, and what's opposing it is seven of wands. Like you're no longer willing to fight. You're giving up. You're like, fuck this. I'm done. I'm out. In the past, King of Wands. You're very discerning in your power. Kind of like, I know what I want. I know what I'm doing. And I don't want this bullshit. Because as I'm looking at it now, like he's facing away from the situation. He's like, I don't want anything to do with this bullshit. So that's recent past. I mean, dude, recent past could be last week, yesterday, an hour ago. You're not about it. You're standing in your authority position, being like, dude, like, fuck this. I know what I'm about, and I'm not about this situation. Future. 8 of Swords. You're still bound to it. For whatever reason, you're still bound to this situation. 8 of Swords. Typically, I view it like you're blinded to the situation. You're bound to it and blinded to it. You don't see it for the truth. So maybe whatever the situation is, the reason you're still bound to it is because you haven't come to take the blindfold off and see the truth and see the realization for what's really going on, or why you're really still bound to it. Take a fucking introspective trip, man. Find out what's going on inside. Find out why that is. Alright, so your goal is Chariot. You want forward movement. Now I'm assuming you want forward movement far the fuck away from this. And what's driving that is King of Swords. So what's driving you is you want to cut the situation out. You want to be done. Like you have like your clarity and truth about it. Like you're like, fuck this. Like I already know how I feel about this. I'm done. That's really straightforward. Whatever situation is, you're like, you're fucking done. Alright. Let's see. Alright. So for the advice you have, advice, why'd I say it like that? For your advice, you have Nine of Cups. So just, that to me, that's the wish fulfillment card. So it could either be saying make a wish, or it's the contentment, the satisfaction card. So I think it's really just like, sit back and do what you know you need to do, and what satisfies you and what makes you happy. Could also be, like I said, make a wish, but typically I would take that as like the star card. But do what makes you happy and what makes you content. Worry about you. Focus on you and your shit. Get your cups all lined in a row, you know? Your external influence is temperance in reverse. So whatever the situation is, it's extremely out of balance, and that's probably why you're looking at it like, fuck this, I want no parts in this, because it's just everything's out of balance with it. Internal influence is the Seven of Cups. So it can either be confusion or just you have a bunch of different options. So you're just trying to figure out what you want to do. So yeah, I think that's a mix of the two. Just you're confused about what you want to do because you have plenty of other options and plenty of things that you could do that could work out for you, but, could or couldn't work out. If you know the Seven of Cups, if I can pick it up, which I can't. You have a bunch of different cups, and they have a bunch of different options in them. But I mean, like one of them, yeah, it's like the wreath of awesomeness, like your crown, whatever, and the other one's a snake. So I mean, you're looking at these options like, some of them could be good, some of them could be bad. There's a demon in one of them, so don't pick the demon. So you're really just trying to figure out which one you want to do and what's gonna make you happy. So like, you know you want forward movement away from the situation, but you also don't know where you want to go or what you want to do or what feels safe and what feels right. That's my interpretation. Your overall outcome is the Hanged Man. So you're gonna be kind of taking a step back and trying to really like gain a new perspective on the situation, and that's ultimately a good thing, because as you see in the Hanged Man, he's sitting here hanged in a position, he can't go anywhere obviously, but you see the gold ring around his head? He's enlightened. He's getting a new perspective on things. So he's gaining clarity and knowledge, and like kind of looking at it just like, maybe I can go from it this way, or maybe I can do that, blah blah blah. So ultimately, whatever the situation is, it's toxic, you're done, you're giving up, you're like, fuck this, I don't want anything to do with it, and you want forward movement. Now in the near future, again, anything near future and outcome, these all can change, okay? They're not set in stone. This is going off the energy right now, the energy I'm picking up on right now. So this can change. You don't have to be bound to the situation in the future. And even if you are, again, future can be in an hour, okay? Future can be in a year. Time is fluid here. It doesn't really matter. So my suggestion to you, be that Hanged Man right now. Be that Hanged Man. Take the advice of Nine of Cups. Do what makes you happy, makes you content. Gain a new perspective on the situation and see it for what it is and get out of it. Because it's clearly toxic. The very first card that came out is the Devil. Toxic. Nonsense. Fuck that. You don't want it. So, again, gain some clarity. Take some time. Go inside, man. Figure out, like, what it is about the situation that's keeping you tied to it. Like, why are you really still tied to it? Why can't you just move on? If it's like, say if it was a love situation and like it's your baby mama, right? You guys were married and, oh, I can't move on because I gotta pay her child support and alimony, blah blah blah. You know, I'm tied to her forever. Okay, you're financially, in a way, tied to her forever. Maybe not forever, because that can, and child support ends at 18 and alimony can also end. You don't look at it from that perspective of like, oh, I'm stuck to her because of this, because of that. Okay, just because you have to pay child support doesn't mean you have to fucking sit around and not move on and not fall in love with somebody else. No, you can easily move on and find somebody new, find somebody better, and still pay her alimony. You know, whatever the fuck you gotta do. Look at it like that. There's always a way to get out of a situation, at least for your sanity, for your own sanity. Like, it could be a situation where there's horrible shit going on at home and, you know, you can't support yourself to get out on your own yet. Okay, that's fine. Doesn't mean you have to let that shit bother you on the inside. Doesn't mean you have to let that situation destroy you on the inside. Like, you deal with it when you're home, you have to deal with it. Other than that, you're on your own, doing your own thing. Be content with you. Be satisfied with you. Ooh, that makes me think about this even more. He's sitting here by himself. Yeah, he has his cups, but his cups are his things, his shit, right? He's sitting here by himself, content by himself, happy by himself, doing his thing with his shit. Ooh, I like that. So, find your happiness on your own. View it from a new perspective. Don't be bound to the situation. Release this toxic bullshit, whatever it is. Anyway, Aries, that's what I got for you. I hope you like it. If you do, like, share, comment, subscribe, and, you know, come back for next reading. We'll go with, this is mid-February. Yeah, anyway. Have a good one, guys. Hope you enjoyed.